Wow. And we're live. I think this is going to be a fun stream. I think I'm going to enjoy talking about this one. So we'll see. You know, it's funny. I'm all dressed in black today, too. So it's almost appropriate, except for I need real black glasses. I could be a, man in black. Hey. Oh, it's Defane. Okay. I have my computer glasses on. I didn't read my, I left my others at work. How's it going? How's it going, Sergeant? I think it's going to be a fun topic today. I almost saved this for Thursday, which I might. I might actually try to get Joseph back on. God, I need a haircut. Moon, yeah, you're not first, man. But you're third. That's close. Close, it's close. Hey, Miko. Hey, Yuki. Yeah, I think today's going to be a fun topic, and something tells me that either I'm going to get maybe Joseph on Thursday to finish up on this topic, or maybe compile a board of a few people in Discord that we could talk about this live on the air. That might be interesting. Yeah, Flo, you still managed to spell my name right. I will never forget when Richard Crude said that. Ever since he said that, when he called me Pindler, you've been on funny. You're the first loser. Hey, Fred Nort. Hey, Inspector, man, how you doing? I know your ankle got messed up. I hope it's feeling better. Hitler. Hey, Mindbender. Well, it is 1:00. So, look, I found it really... Pindle hits, yeah. I found it really interesting. The more and more I read up on what some people are planning on doing at Area 51, the more, I kind of chuckle. Oh, I don't know about that, Flo. I hope it doesn't. Well, let me see if I can stay on subject here. I'll try not to look at the chat. I should probably turn it off right now. What I find interesting about this whole thing that they want to do on the 20th, supposedly, according to the article I read, hey, Kumanina, according to the article I read, 2 million people have now signed some paper saying that they're going to go and raid Area 51. There's a couple of things that come to mind. First off, is like, really, it's kind of dangerous doing that, because there's signs pretty much saying that you'll disappear if you come on this land. And the whole point was, I guess, to get as many people as they could. Oh, I'm sure it is, Sergeant, but I'm just trying to... It has to be a distraction, because it's so obviously ridiculous to even think that it could happen. Okay, first off, I understand their numbers and why they want to do it with that many. One person storms Area 51, that person disappears, okay? Arrested, if they, you're probably not going to hear from them again. But, if, a couple of 100,000 they'd get noticed maybe. The comment was, oh, they can't get all of us. They don't have to. They can, but they don't have to. I think they would probably, if violence took place, The front would get shot up and the rest would go, oh, hell, I'm not running into that. And they're going to turn around. I just don't see it happening. But let's look at the logistics of this whole thing. How do you transport 2 million people and get them to Area 51? Pretty much one road going in. And I say this for a reason. Back in the day when we were protesting nuclear power, they said that they could evacuate the town of Seabrook in 15 minutes. There was one road going in and out of this town. And during one of the protests, it was on a very hot day, there was a car fire at the intersection. And the traffic backed up so bad, the fire trucks couldn't even get to the car to help it. So I kind of have a problem thinking that they're going to get 2 million people, even anywhere near Area 51. So, I mean, think about this. What are the logistics like to transport 1,000 soldiers? It's insanity. The logistics and the manpower it takes to transport 1,000 soldiers. Ask Sarge. He understands how difficult it is to transport. Imagine how hard it would be to get 2 million people. Think about this. 2 million people. Even if we said 4 to a car, okay? 4 to a car. That is still 500,000 vehicles, okay? 500,000 vehicles trying to navigate to one area, down one road. It would make Woodstock look like a joke. This is such insanity and such a distraction because there's no way you can take this seriously. There's no way. And anybody thinks that this is a serious thing, some poor schmo is going to show up and say, hey, I'm with the group. And you're not going to hear from him anymore. He's going to be by himself. They can hit him with pretty much anything. Okay. And just hypothetically, we know that Area 51 is basically a bunker in the side of a mountain, if I'm correct in my assessment of it and what I've seen. Do they understand what this bunker is capable of withstanding? Think about it. If 2 million people running across the desert show up at the door to this bunker, what are they going to do? Pound on it? Let me in, let me in. Are they going to hit it with sticks, rocks, and hammers, and even gunshots? This thing is capable of withstanding an atomic blast. Do they really think that they're going to do anything but run to a solid wall and bang their head against it, hoping someone opens it up? Well, I'm sure, Inspector, yes, they do have underground facilities, but from what I was told, and if you listen to William Cooper back in the day when he was talking about it, there were vehicles flying into openings on the side of a mountain there. Aircraft. I just don't see them gaining access to anything. You know, just think of it, 2 million people running and going, what do we do? We're here. Thank you, Roy. I didn't really want to talk about cleansing the gene pool because anybody that's, crazy enough to actually try this. Look, yes, the government has secrets, guys. They have to. I don't understand why they wouldn't have secrets. Sure, we want to know. We want to find out about alien technology. And look, we know something's up. They're hiding something there. We know that the triangular type aircrafts that everyone was seeing in the mid to late 70s, was not spaceships. It was our stealth bomber. That's where they tested it. We had our stealth fighter and stealth bomber back in the 70s. No one knew about it. Oh, Joe, I know. I got heated last night. I'm tired of talking to the people about that. It's completely off my mind. So don't even worry about it, Joe. If you come in peace, that's cool, Joe, because the aliens, I think, came in peace too, and that's what we're talking about. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I just think that the whole, yeah, when you said you came in peace, I'm thinking, is that a pun on Area 51? I'm not worried about it, man. Hi, Vicky. So, like I said, I think it's funny. I mean, people have talked about doing this for years. Who doesn't want to discover alien technology? Oh my God, every kid or every sci-fi geek on the face of the earth wants to. Who doesn't? Yeah, that's just it. I don't think they're going to get that close to it. Do these people even understand what that desert is like? I lived out in Reno for a year. And I used to go hiking out in the sage, and it was not fun. There are 6 different types of rattlesnakes that will jack your life up and really mess up your day. So, yeah, I think Joshua Hayes wants to go. I think Joshua wants to find where he came from. Oh, God, he called in last night and was talking about T-Rex. Oh, my God, that was funny. Oh, you grew up in Vegas. You know what I'm talking about. You know what the desert's like. Like I said, I lived in Reno for a year. That desert's not fun. There's lots of stuff that will mess your day up out there. Lots of stuff. So I just thought it was ironic. And it should be told, it's kind of difficult to have a conversation talking to a computer screen. So I think I might actually follow up with this on Thursday. I think it would be interesting to get a panel of some people together, either create a. I said I was going to make another Discord server just for the listeners to come in and do a panel discussion. I just think I think it's interesting, and I know the whole thing is probably just to get your mind off what Epstein and all these guys are doing, and the pedo island and all that garbage, because it's always the timing of it. But I think people really laughed at it. It didn't get the traction they wanted because people were like, really? But I just don't think that people, I mean, if you look at this and you're like, sure, even if 2 million people were all set to go, do you understand how long it would take 2 million people to get into the desert? Or just to relocate 2 million people? Has anyone ever seen an evacuation from a hurricane? Like when the hurricanes were hitting the shore around Houston and Galveston area? How hard it was to move a couple of 100,000 people. We're not talking millions. A couple of 100,000 people. Do you understand how many cars that is on the road? I mean, look at what happens in Texas alone. For anybody that drives in Texas right now in the summers, during peak driving hours, it's not that bad. School is not in session. As soon as school comes around in a couple of weeks, kids are going to be going back to school. The traffic increases just a little bit, but it's enough to jack up the roads and add 20 minutes of travel time to you. So imagine trying to relocate 2 million people. Imagine trying to bring 50,000 people. Now, when we protested Seabrook, we had 50,000 protesters there, the very last protest I was at. Okay, we had 50,000 protesters. Do you understand having to literally rent out areas of land that we could park to be able to transport us into this protest? Do people understand the logistics involved? It's insanity. Wait a second. it takes to move that many people. Oh my God! Yeah, there you go, Fred. Yeah, 50,000 is a ball game. That's quite the ballpark. Seeing that a stadium like, look at the Irving, not the one in Irving, the one here in Arlington, uh, Cowboy Stadium holds 60,000 people. It's a nightmare around here, and that's orderly. They all come in, they go to one place, but they start coming in long before that happens. AT&T holds 100,000. You know, I always thought it was only 60, but 100,000? Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's not easy, guys, to move that many. Do you understand how many people are out there directing traffic to make it move smoothly? Do you think the police are going to be out there directing traffic for all these people that are going to go to this storming of the of Area 51? I mean, think about it. This is a coordinated effort. You have roads that change heading into AT&T Stadium from a two-lane road or a two-direction road to a one-direction road. And it's done to help the movement of traffic. Okay, we have the roads that are north and south of the stadium change just for the game. Normally, it's two lanes going east and two lanes going west. And that's the road north of the stadium, which is Division. Now, during the game, those roads change to one way to get people in. That's 4 lanes getting people in. You have one dirt road. Okay, heading to Area 51. One dirt road. I just don't see, without massive infrastructure of people, not so much like buildings, but infrastructure of people, trying to bring everybody into it. Like I said, and that's what, when I first heard it, I'm like, wait a second. You're going to try to bring that many people out to Area 51? Yeah, try to bring when I was in Boy Scouts, I thought it was pretty interesting trying to get 20 Boy Scouts into one area safely. Okay? I don't know. The desert, well, I mean, if you can hide behind sage, I don't know. Oh, of course. Of course, Sean. I think everybody would love to see them give it a shot. And like Roy said, it's going to cleanse the gene pool if they tried it. I mean, parachute in? Oh, that'd be interesting. Woo! That'd be like old Nintendo Duck Hunt. Okay? It's parachuting in. Oh, that would be interesting. Maybe if there's enough people, at least a few could survive. Well, that was the thing we talked about at the beginning of the stream. Say 2 million people tried to storm it. And the security there, the military there, were given orders to stop them by any means necessary. Just hypothetically. How many do you think they would have to shoot before everybody turned around? Think about that. Think about the psychology of not only having guns pointed at you, but being shot at you. How many people are willing to keep going? Guys, it'd be worse than Normandy, okay, or Normandy Beach, where we had actual patriots and brave 19-year-old kids storming that beach and kept on going and kept on going. We've talked about this. Well, Joe, yeah, I think that's going to happen with the current mentality we have today. I think that's going to happen. But on Normandy, the guy in front of him ate the bullet so the guy behind him could go an extra 2 feet. And then he would eat a bullet and the guy behind him would go an extra 2 feet. That's what these guys did. I don't think the type of people that are going to storm Area 51 have that in them to do that. I don't think so. That's why, I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be, the media is going to show up, and there's going to be 50 people standing there going, are we ready to go? And everybody's going to be like, oh, hell no. Hell no. I don't get it. I like I said, hypothetically, I'd love to look at the scenario. Roy, you're bad. Look, I don't want to see anybody get hurt. We can laugh about it and we can go, oh, wouldn't that be funny? A cleanse the gene pool. I just don't want to see anybody get hurt, and I hope someone doesn't do anything foolish. We've had enough. We've had enough of this. I mean, I know there's stuff in Area 51 that we're not supposed to see. That's why it's in Area 51. Or maybe there's this big joke about Area 51. Guys understand misinformation and disinformation. Misinformation is giving accurate information to an unreliable source, so it discredits it. And disinformation is giving inaccurate information to a reliable source, so it discredits the reliable source. I think what this is maybe you ever think that maybe Area 51 is actually a ploy, a decoy, just to get people looking at Area 51? I mean, think about that. Yes. Yes, Steve. Yeah, absolutely. It's what I just said. It's probably a decoy. Really? Do you think they're going to be like, hey, all our secrets are here. Come on. You know, they're not going to. Maybe a decoy. It's always about distraction. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if you know about the secret area, it's not that area. Roy, I think you just want the dumpster fire. Everybody, Roy's bringing marshmallows. Yeah, it's a tourist attraction. Yeah. And Dom Tough comes in with the dumpster fur. Yeah, what's the vegans run? God, the chat's moving so fast. I'm gonna have to turn this on slow mo. Yeah, well, Mr. Ras her harass, he's definitely spot on with that. Yeah, it's a tourist attraction now. I think if it ever went away, the town outside of it would cry because that's their big thing. It's like Roswell. Roswell, New Mexico is a tourist attraction now. The Groom Lake facility. Well, everybody's like, "Ooh, Area 51. That's where they keep all the grays." Really? Look, if it's secret, you're not gonna know that you don't know. Think about that. If it's truly a secret, you're not gonna know that you don't know. Anytime there's a chance of information leaking out, two things that you're going to find around it: misinformation and disinformation. You're going to have good information going to unreliable sources because it discredits the good information. So if in case that gets leaked, well, it's been discredited because some idiot talked about it. And then you're going to have bad information being handed out to very reliable sources because we can't have them credited. It'll discredit good sources. So those are the two things. If anything, I mean, I truly think that you have to look behind all this and ask yourself why. Why are they doing this? Where is the real information at? Because what you're being fed, it might be accurate. How do you know? It how many times are some of these conspiracy people right? How many times has disinformation been handed to Alex Jones to discredit him? How many times has bad information been handed to Fox News to discredit them? And how many times has good information been handed to an idiot Who here thinks that David Icke might know something we don't know? He's been made to be a complete kook, and everything he talks about is just, it's kind of crazy. You listen to it, you're like, what the, are you kidding me? Maybe he truly believes it. Oh, God, it's my fault, Kiki, isn't it? Yeah, Grim is right. All that matters is underground, and you're not going to know that you don't know. You're not going to know. Yeah, if you want disinformation and miss it, yeah, you're going to watch CNN. But the same thing happens to Fox News. How many times have they had to make retractions? Yeah, I don't buy a lot of the reptilian talk and stuff like that. I don't buy it, but he seems to think so. I don't know what it takes to get to that point. Man, it's kind of hot, and I can't turn the AC on me because it'll heat up the phone. I need the air coming up the back of the, well, coming up over the windshield to cool down the phone. But reptilians are real. Well, who said they were green last night? Oh, that's right. I had a caller last night that said he was green, and I said, you're a reptilian. Someone called David Icke. That might have been what got me on this subject today. Oh, that's true. That's true, Steve Tunis. Yeah. Oh, that's Friday, man. And I'll be smoking a cigar Friday again, guys. What are you smoking, Joe? What are you smoking? You're gonna make me jealous if it's anything good. I'm gonna have some more Camachos by Friday, so I'm gonna be I'll be puffing on one of those. What you smoking, Joe? Don't leave me hanging, man. Don't leave me hanging. Reptiles are, yeah. I have a bearded dragon and I have a house full of snakes. So yeah, reptiles are real. Reptilians, I don't know. Oh, Black and Milds? Oh, come on, Joe, you're killing me, man. You're killing me. It's pipe tobacco. Oh man, I occasionally I win an auction. I do a lot of cigar auctions, and I just stock up my humidor. But occasionally I can win the Camachos that they still have some left. They're pre-embargo. They're from 1962, and oh my God, and you can, if you see Big Rig in the chat anytime, ask him because he smoked a couple of the Camacho pre-embargo Cubans with me, and they are just wonderful. High dollar Swisher Sweets. Oh, that's a contradiction. Alien. Oh, I believe that there is stuff not from this world. Absolutely. Yeah, Joe, my wood shop that you see behind me in my cigar stream, the dojo is to my left, and the wood shop is to my right. I make tobacco pipes. I am faux short, not of this world. I'm only visiting, guys. It's not my planet. It's yours. I'm only visiting. Hey, guys, it's just about that time that I got to start heading back to my office. So, I will catch you guys tomorrow night. My Thursday stream. It'll be in the studio. And we'll catch you that at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah, I know, huh? Isn't that funny? So, and then, of course, Friday, I'll be doing my other stream, my cigar stream. And then no stream this Saturday because we're doing the fights every other Saturday. So remember, the topic for the fights, if you want to submit a video, is who works harder in the family, male or the female. Flo, you've been violated by aliens, Joshua? Okay. Guys, remember, if you want, like I said, submit them. My email's in the show notes. You can go there, or you can send me a link to a YouTube video, make it 2 minutes long. So we will talk to you guys later. You guys have a great day, and God bless.